Originally, Chapter 4 was very, very different. It started off with Alfie still working in Coral Gables at the beginning of the Great Depression, and still going to the Biltmore Hotel to check out the aquatic shows there. The idea was that at some point Alfie was going to climb up to the top of the tower. I think I had some ridiculous thing where he had to find one of the aquatic show divers who had left a trail of water which led him up to the top of the Biltmore Tower, and he saw a panorama of Coral Gables, which then inspired him to reconnect with George Merrick, and it was all very convoluted. So I thought about it, and I figured, this is a rise and fall story, and Alfie hasn't really fallen at this point, so I wanted to show exactly how far he had fallen, basically having become a sad shadow of his former self, and an alcoholic, and a guy who got tossed out into seedy alleys after the end of the night.
Do you know what I said to him? I said, well, if you need it so much, why don't you just call up your pal, Charles Darwin, and have him evolve you an extra hand to slap yourself in the face?
He's trying to portray Coral Gables as the city of the future.
I said if anyone can smoke out the undesirables in my fair city, it's Alfie Banks.
I have to say, that went smoother than I'd expected. You're not a bad partner, Butch.
Well, at least there'll be more space on the poster for images.
Oh, you've got a good sense of humor, my boy.
I'm sure it was.
Yes, sir.
You'll find a way. There's a camp of prospectors settled near the start of the Tamiami Trail. They'll probably know a thing or two.
There's something about this one. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels special somehow.
On second thought, I'm too busy to go on a ride right now. I couldn't very well do much with a Tommy gun being waved in my face. I just barely made it out of there in one piece.
No, sir, I am not interested in that. What exactly is the point of this rally, if I might ask?
Always a pleasure, my dear.
So much for the element of surprise. How hard could it possibly be?
If you want to come in, you're gonna have to hand it over.
There's a story I've been following, but I've hit a bit of a roadblock.
This city has grown considerably since then, and I'm proud to be involved in its government.
But for now, I think you should take an indefinite leave of absence.
Maybe not, but I've realized it's time for another career change.